When I was diagnosed with piriformis syndrome and sciatica, I spent the majority of the day stretching. I thought stretching was what was going to help me fix this pain for good. So I stretch in the morning, I stretch at work, I stretch before sitting, after standing up, I stretch in the evening. I would spend an hour doing yoga stretches from YouTube to stretch and release tightness. But instead of getting better, I was getting worse. The pain was just not getting better. And I would spend years in this situation. But here's what I didn't know very early on while I was struggling with all of this. Some very common stretches can irritate the piriformis muscle more if the glutes are weak and if your spine and hips are out of alignment. And these are very common piriformis stretches. So you may be wondering, where are these stretches? Maybe I'm doing them, and there's really high chance that you're probably doing them. So the first stretch I want to share is the seated or like the lying glute stretch. This is like any stretch where you're really like lengthening the glutes so much. So like pulling the knee to your chest. There is one example, like being on the floor, pulling your knee to your chest. You can do that standing also. So this stretch may really exacerbate the piriformis muscle because it does put it in a lengthened position, especially if you're kind of bringing your knee to chest and rotate it to the side. It really lengthens the piriformis, so that can lead to more weaknesses, especially if the piriformis is already weak to begin with. And sometimes when the piriformis is spasming so much, it's like when you're pulling it too much, it just kind of backfires and it like resists you. I don't know if you experienced this, but that was my experience. It's like what I'm trying to do is like doing the opposite of what I'm trying to accomplish. So the other type of stretches, anything with like forward fold, like, bending over, touching the knees. And I know these stretches can feel like nice and good in the moment, but when you're doing them, like, know that you're putting your lumbar spine into flexion. So if you have any like issues with disc herniations or disc bulge, this can exacerbate that pain, especially if you have sciatica. So be very careful with these stretches. I would just highly recommend that you just don't do any bending forward from your lumbar spine. You can bend over with your hips. Just make sure that you're not like rounding your lumbar spine as you bend forward, and also repeating that when you're lying down. The pigeon pose, really common stretch for piriformis syndrome. I would be doing this stretch so much, and it was in every single yoga video, and it's like really like in that static position for a few minutes. And every time I finished that stretch, the pain would always be so much worse. Sometimes it would feel good when I'm doing this stretch, but then as soon as I'm like finishing the routine and I'm standing back up, I could just feel my hip like seizing up. I just couldn't walk. This stretch is really intense, so be really careful with it. The alternative of this stretch that I recommend is the 90-90 stretch. Really great stretch for opening up the hips and even releasing some tightness in your glutes, but it's not aggressive. It's not gonna make the pain worse. And I know that sometimes like it feels overwhelming, and because you get that short-term relief, it does feel like stretching is like the only thing that could help you, because it does give you some relief. But I assure you that it is definitely not the way to get long-term relief. And once you disrupt that cycle and you try something different, then you get different results. So here's what I recommend instead. I recommend that you release the piriformis muscle gently using a massage ball, and I've shared this technique many times on this channel. I will link it again here. Just kind of release around the area towards the piriformis, just kind of 2 minutes, nothing more than that. Not pressing directly on it, just massaging around it to release some of that tightness. And then I would definitely recommend that you do some postural therapies to realign your body, make sure that you don't have that forward head around the shoulder posture, that you're not into that anterior pelvic tilt. So just restoring alignment, because it's going to help the muscles not compensate, not kick in when they shouldn't be, and every muscle is going to work as it should. I also recommend that you spend time restoring core and glute strength to take the load off of your joints, and also to help relax the piriformis, because one thing for sure is that when your glutes are weak, the piriformis is like forced to kick in to take on some of the load, and over time it just becomes too much, and we have that overactivity and the muscle becomes overworked, and then you end up in pain. So just make sure that your core and your glutes are strong, and just do some work every week to make sure that they are engaged. And also make sure to release the muscles around the piriformis to make sure there's no other tightness pulling anything out of alignment. So some of these muscles are the TFL, the paraspinals, including the QL, erector spinae. So just really focusing on alignment. I found in the long term, it really helped with releasing piriformis pain and just giving you long-term relief. And I cover all of these steps in the back pain control program as well as the piriformis control program. These are my 2 programs that are specific for the hips and the lower back. So I will leave the link below to them if you want to learn more. But please just follow these steps, because I feel like in the long term, you do want something to give you long-term relief and not just stay stuck in these like short-lived solutions. Because yes, stretching does feel nice momentarily, but just as you know, like the pain always comes back. It's just not a solution for the long term, and we don't want to be in pain for years and years. Like myself, I was in pain for so many years, so I definitely don't wish that on you. And I really hope that you can, if you notice that it's not working, just make some changes. Don't keep just repeating these stretches, because sometimes it can definitely make things worse. So I hope you found the video helpful. If you have any questions about any of this, please comment below, and also please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I sincerely hope that this was helpful to you, and I have more links for other resources below this video.